Welcome to the village of Ola Igbo, a place where tradition is as deep as the roots of the ancient Iroko trees. In this land of lush green fields, flowing rivers, and vibrant people, there's a story about love, sacrifice, and the struggle between the old ways and the new. Our story begins with Nkem, as everyone calls her. Nkem is a young woman of extraordinary beauty, with a smile that can light up a room and a heart as warm as the sun. But Nkem's beauty isn't just on the outside. She's smart, kind, and loved by all who know her. Yet, her heart carries a secret that could change everything. On a bright market day, Nkem moves through the crowd, greeting everyone with her usual warmth. She stops at a store, picking up some yams for her mother, when she feels a presence nearby. Obinna is a tall, strong young man, with a confident but gentle demeanor. He's dressed as a warrior, with a red feathered cap and a beaded necklace around his neck. Obinna playfully said, "Nkem, don't tell me you're here to buy all the yams again. What will the rest of us eat?" Nkem said, "Obinna, if I don't buy them, who will? You know my mother insists on the best yams." Their banter is easy, filled with the lightness of young love. But beneath their smiles lies something much deeper. You see, Nkem and Obinna are in love, a love that's strong, pure, and true. But there's a problem. Obinna isn't from Ola Igbo, he's from Onumarai, the neighboring village. And their love, well, it's forbidden. Obinna takes Nkem's hand, leading her away from the crowd to a quieter part of the market. Obinna said, "Nkem, I can't keep doing this, sneaking around, hiding our love. I want to be with you, openly, without fear." Nkem sighs, "I know, Obinna. I want that too. But my father, he'll never allow it. The feud between our villages, it's been going on for so long. The feud. It's an old one, going back generations, rooted in misunderstandings and pride. And because of it, Nkem and Obinna's love is considered impossible, even dangerous." Nkem's father, Anezi, is the village elder. He's a man of great wisdom and authority, respected by all. But he's also a man who believes deeply in the old ways, in tradition. Anezi looks up as Nkem enters the compound, her face a mix of worry and determination. Anezi turns sternly, "Nkem, my daughter, what troubles you? You look as if you carry the weight of the world on your shoulders." "Father, there's something I need to speak with you about." "Something important," Nkem said. "Speak, my daughter. You know you can tell me anything." "But can she?" Nkem hesitates, the words caught in her throat. How can she tell her father that she loves someone from the village he considers an enemy? Just as Nkem is about to speak, Okoro enters the compound. Okoro is a wealthy man from the village, dressed in fine clothes, with a proud and confident air. Okoro, smiling, he said, "Anezi, I hope I'm not interrupting. I've come to speak with you about a matter of great importance." Anezi responded, "Okoro, you're always welcome here. What is it you wish to discuss?" Nkem's heart sinks. She knows what Okoro is about to say, and it fills her with dread. Okoro, confidently, said, "I've come to ask for your daughter's hand in marriage. Nkem is a woman of beauty and grace, and I believe we would make a strong union." Nkem's world feels like it's spinning. Marriage? To Okoro? How can this be happening? Anezi, who is pleased, said, "Okoro, this is wonderful news. I've long thought that you and Nkem would make a perfect match." "Nkem, what do you say?" "Father, I. But before she can find the words, Anezi turns back to Okoro, already assuming her answer is yes. Nkem feels trapped, caught between her duty to her father and her love for Obinna. She knows she has to speak to Obinna to tell him what's happened. That night, Nkem sneaks away to meet Obinna. The moonlight guides her steps, but her heart is heavy. Obinna is already waiting by the river, his face lighting up when he sees her. But his smile fades as he notices the worry in her eyes. Obinna, who is concerned, said, "Nkem, what's wrong? What happened?" "Obinna, it's Okoro. He has asked for my hand in marriage. And my father, he's so pleased, so sure that it's the right thing for me," Nkem said with tears. "Okoro. That man only cares about power and wealth. He doesn't love you, Nkem." "Not like I do," Obinna said angrily. "I know, Obinna. But what can I do? If I defy my father, I bring shame to my family. And if I marry Okoro, I'll lose you forever. Then we won't let that happen. Nkem, run away with me. Let's leave this place and start a new life together, where we can be free to love each other," Obinna said. Nkem's heart aches at the thought of leaving her family, her village, everything she's ever known. But the thought of losing Obinna is even more unbearable. "Obinna, I love you. But I need time to think. This is such a big decision. I can't make it lightly." Nkem whispered. "Take all the time you need, Nkem. Just know that whatever you decide, I'm with you. Always," Obinna said. The morning sun hasn't even risen, but Nkem's world is already filled with shadows. His Anazi knows something is wrong, his head whispers, "Seen the signs." His Anazi stands tall, his arms crossed, as Nkem approaches. His voice is low and dangerous. "Nkem, where have you been? I've heard troubling rumors that you've been sneaking around with someone from Onumarai. Is it true?" "Father, Nkem said nervously. "Don't lie to me, Nkem. Is it true?" His Anazi cut her off. "Yes, father. It's true. I'm in love with Obinna," Nkem confessed. The silence that follows is heavy, suffocating. His Anazi's face hardens, his eyes cold. "Nkem, you've brought shame to our family. How could you betray us like this? After everything I've done for you, after all the plans I've made for your future. Father, please, try to understand. I love Obinna. He's a good man, kind and brave. Our love could bring peace between our villages, end the feud that has caused so much pain." Nkem pleaded her father. His Anazi became angry. "There is no peace without respect for tradition, Nkem. And our tradition forbids this union. You will marry Okoro, as planned." "That is final," he said. Nkem's heart shatters. She knows her father's word is law in the village, but the thought of marrying Okoro feels like a death sentence for her soul. Nkem, with tears in her eyes, she said, "Father, I beg you, don't make me do this. I can't marry Okoro. Not when my heart belongs to Obinna." "Enough, Nkem. This is not just about you. It's about our family's honor, about the traditions that have kept us strong for generations. You will do as I say," he said. With those words, his Anazi turns and leaves, his decision made. Nkem is left standing alone, her world crumbling around her. Adama, Nkem's mother, is a woman of quiet strength. She knows her daughter well, sees the pain in her eyes, and her heart aches for her. "Nkem, my child, come sit with me," Adama gently called. Nkem sits beside her mother, resting her head on Adama's shoulder, seeking comfort. "Mother, I don't know what to do. Father won't listen. He's already decided my fate," Nkem said. "Your father is a good man, but he is bound by tradition, as we all are. He believes he's doing what's best for you, even if it's not what you want." "But what about love, mother? Doesn't love matter?" Nkem pleaded. "Love does matter, Nkem. But in our world, it often comes second to duty and tradition. That doesn't mean it's right, but it's the way things are. You must be strong, my daughter. Whatever happens, know that I am with you." Adama's words comfort Nkem, but they don't solve her problem. She knows she must make a choice, one that could change everything. Nkem meets Obinna under the cover of darkness, away from prying eye. Nkem can't bear the thought of living without Obinna. The more she thinks about her father's commands, the more she realizes that she can't obey. So, she makes a decision, a risky one, but the only one she feels she has left. Obinna, I've decided. I can't marry Okoro. I'd rather die than be without you. Let's run away together, tonight, Nkem said with sense of seriousness. Obinna's eyes widen in surprise and concern. He holds her hands tightly, searching her face for any sign of doubt. Nkem, are you sure? Once we leave, there's no turning back. We'll be leaving everything behind, our families, our homes. Everything. Obinna said. I've never been more sure of anything in my life. I love you, Obinna. I can't live a life that isn't mine. If we stay, we'll be prisoners of tradition. But if we leave, we'll be free. Nkem maintained her stand. Obinna's heart swells with love and pride. He knows the danger they are facing, but he also knows he can't live without Nkem. Obinna nodded and said, then let's go. We'll head for the river and follow it until we reach the lands beyond our villages. We'll find a place where we can start fresh, just the two of us. Nkem and Obinna's escape doesn't go unnoticed. As they slip away from the village, a watchful villager sees them and raises the alarm. Within minutes, the village is in an uproar, and a group of warriors, led by Okoro, is sent to bring them back. The forest is dark, the only light is coming from the moon filtering through the trees. Nkem and Obinna run hand in hand, their hearts pounding with fear and adrenaline. Nkem, panting, she said, we have to keep going, Obinna. They'll catch us if we stop. I won't let them take you, Nkem. We are almost to the river. Once we cross, we'll be safe, Obinna said. But as they reach the riverbank, they hear the shouts of the warriors growing closer. They have no choice but to cross the river, even though the waters are fast and treacherous. The river is wide, the current is strong, but their love gives them the strength to face the danger. Together, they wade into the water, struggling against the force of the current. But just as they reach the middle of the river, disaster strikes. A sudden rush of water sweeps Nkem off her feet, and she's pulled under. Obinna dives after her, his heart in his throat as he fights to save her. Nkem, hold on. I'm coming, Obinna said. With a burst of strength, Obinna grabs Nkem and pulls her to the surface. They struggle to the other side of the river, gasping for breath, but alive. Nkem and Obinna have made it to the other side, but their ordeal isn't over. The warriors led by Okoro arrive at the riverbank, their torches flickering in the night, their faces set with grim determination. Okoro steps forward, his eyes locked on Nkem. Nkem, come back now, and I'll forget this ever happened. But if you don't, there will be consequences, Okoro threatened. Okoro, I can't go back. I don't love you, and I never will. Please, let us go. We've done nothing wrong, Nkem responds. You're defying your father, your family, and our traditions. This is madness, Nkem. Don't throw your life away for a foolish dream. Obinna steps forward. This isn't madness, Okoro. It's love. And no matter what you or anyone else says, we are not turning back. We'll face whatever comes together. Okoro's face hardens with anger, but beneath it is a flicker of something else, regret, perhaps, or understanding. He knows he has lost Nkem, and no amount of force will bring her back. He turns to the warriors, who look to him for orders. For a moment, there's silence, the only sound is the rushing of the river between them. Let them go, Okoro said as he withdraws. The warriors are shocked, but they obey. Okoro watches as Nkem and Obinna disappear into the forest, their hands tightly clasped, and their love remains unbroken. Nkem and Obinna's journey is long and hard, but their love keeps them going. They find a new land, far from the villages they once called home, and there they begin to build a new life. The valley is beautiful, with rolling hills, clear streams, and fertile land. It's a place where they can be free, where they can create their own traditions. Nkem smiles and said, "We did it, Obinna. We are finally free. We are free, Nkem. And now, we can build the life we've always dreamed of." Obinna replied. Years pass, and the story of Nkem and Obinna becomes legend, a tale of love that was strong enough to break the chains of tradition. Back in Ola Igbo, the villagers speak of them with reverence, and the feud between the villages slowly fades away. His Anezi, now an old man, sits in his compound, reflecting on the choices he made. He's proud of his daughter, even if he didn't understand her decisions at the time. "Nkem, my daughter, you taught me that love is stronger than tradition, stronger than fear. I only wish I could have seen it sooner." The story of Nkem and Obinna has left a lasting legacy, one of love, courage, and the belief that true freedom comes from following your heart. And so, the tale of Nkem and Obinna comes to an end. But their story lives on, a reminder that when love clashes with tradition, sometimes, love is the only path to true happiness.